So the starting point is your waistline. 8 inches downward is your hip length. So this is your hip length now. The next is now the full length of the skirt you are sewing. Considering that this skirt has a band majorly, mostly is 2 inches. So 2 inches will be up like this. Then your skirt length is 17. You will connect this point into a straight line first. Line, full length. What is next is now to divide your skirt waist by what?
4.
25 divided by 4 is 6 1/4. This 6 1/4. Then I'll be adding all the sewing allowance into my pattern, except the length. Sewing allowance for the length, and I'll be using 2 inches. So from here I'll mark 2 inches. What I'll do next is to measure 4 inches downward. This is going to be your first tip. That skirt waist majorly. So on that part of your body, you are 29.5. That's around 7 1/4 plus sewing allowance of 2 inches. Then on the hip line, you are 35. Divided by 4 is 8 1/2. Then you are adding 2 inches sewing allowance. Now on this full length, depending on how fitted, how pencil you want it to be, but your hip line minus 2 inches is okay. So this 35, which is your hip now, you'll be deducting 2 inches. What is left?
35.
Minus 2.
33.
Is that 33 you will divide here? Except you are using a stretchy material, that's when you can go beyond 2 inches. But if not, 2 inches is okay. So 33 divided by 4 now gives us 8 1/4. And instead of using 2 inches allowance here, I use 1 inch. Just to make it more pencil. Now, the next thing is to connect all these points together. This is the actual measurement. Don't forget that your fabric will be unfolded when you are cutting. And this is the allowance. So now to mark out my that is nipple to nipple divided by 2. The nipple to nipple is 6. So 6 divided by 2 plus ½ inch allowance. This is going to be your dart point, 3 1/2. And your dart length is 3 1/2. If you were to be a tall person, I would have used 4 for your dart length. So to mark out the dart point, from this dart, ½ inch to the front, ½ inch to the back, then you connect it like this. So now you cut this out. Voila. Before cutting this out, I'll flip this paper to the other side, and I want you to draft your own for me. Kindly. So after the butt contouring with the zip allowance, I'm going to transfer your dart. Instead of going through the stress of measuring again, just mark this back. And you know that the dart length is 4. So you measure the 4 this way, and you transfer your dart. So this is the front and back pattern for a short pencil skirt. Now, what is next is the band. I love to cut my band after I'm done shaping. So we'll transfer to our fabric first. We'll shape so that we can measure around and cut the band. The thing is, you know that front is always on fold. So that I don't forget, what I do is I put this marquee. So you understand? So that's just to remind me. Now we are transferring to our fabric. Here's the right one. Open it up. When you pick up a fabric, especially a fabric that is not clean, what's the first thing you check out? Pattern. You check if there is up or down. In the case of this fabric, is there up? Is there down?
No.
That means you can use it anyhow. So when you open up a fabric like this, you don't start your cutting from this paper side. So we start from the inside. Now we want to transfer our pencil skirts into our fabric, and it's always advisable to do all of your cutting on the right side. So fold it again. Then you remember that we've added all our sewing allowance into the pattern except length. So you're going to be extending this length, like you'll be using 2 inches to fold it down, or even 3 inches. You're using 3 inches to fold it down because I want you to fold it big. So the 3 inches is what we are adding here. And remember this mark we made that tells us that this has to be on fold. That means we can't face our pattern like this because there will be joining here. It has to be faced this way. And at the same time, you have to learn how not to waste fabric. So because I said you have to face it this way, does not mean that excess fabric will be here now. You now place it like this and see after I've gotten it, you now cut it out. So this one has to be. So after transferring the front pattern to the fabric, the next thing is to transfer the back pattern to the fabric. And while transferring the back pattern, please do not forget to add the allowance for folding the down towards the length, which was 3 inches because I used 3 inches for the front. You can as well use 2 inches. Don't forget to add the back allowance as well. Then I'll be uploading live videos like this of me teaching my students from time to time. If you like this kind of content from me, please drop it down in the comment section. Let me know. And if what you prefer is the way I've been uploading tutorials, recording tutorials, pre-recording, making voiceover and uploading them, if it's that format that you prefer, let me know as well in the comment section. And if sometimes you want me to do the pre-recorded tutorials with the voiceover and sometimes I should do this live section teaching, let me know as well down in the comment section. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has been helpful to you, and do not forget that we have a physical fashion academy. The registration is currently going on for beginner students, for intermediate students, and then for advanced students. We also take upgrade courses as well. If you're interested in any of our physical trainings, please send a DM on Instagram or on Facebook or on TikTok. We are available to welcome all of your DMs. Then, if at this point you are still with me and you've not subscribed, please consider subscribing and turn on notification bell so that YouTube will notify you next time I upload a tutorial on this channel. Because on this channel, I upload sewing tutorials on daily basis. As much as possible, please let me share my tutorial amidst your friends and loved ones. You don't know who this tutorial would be helpful to. Then have you watched any of these tutorials that are currently showing on your screen? If you've not, you should watch them. They are very, very impactful tutorials, even more than this one that I just finished watching. You can click on the box on the left and you can click on the box on the right. They are very, very educative sewing tutorials. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye.